Hello, everybody. Welcome to my review of One Piece chapter 1056. This video might be a little confusing. I accidentally set it to start at 10:30 tonight. That is not the correct time. We are starting right now. So yeah, that might be a little bit confusing, but yeah, that is how things are going. I'm gonna put this down a little bit. Um so good to see all of you here. And first off, I'm gonna do what I usually do, and I just gotta get the regular first stuff out of the way, and then we can get to the actual content. So, for all of you watching in the rewind, since we don't have any viewers at the moment, um, starting off, just make sure to absolutely gum pistol the subscribe button. Um, and make sure to hit the bell so you get all notifications for when I do live streams, when I put up edited video content. Also, the biggest thing right now is if you could please share the content on your social medias. That's really going to help. First off, we do have a Patreon, and you can find that Patreon at www.patreon.com/Afro. X on there. You can sign up to donate in increments of count on 5, 10, 30, 50, and $100 a month, and you will get different rewards based on how you choose to donate. So at the $5 a month level, you will get your name shown at the end of every edited video. At the $10 a month level, you'll get your name shown and announced at the end of every edited video. At the $30 a month level, all the reward stacks, you will get all the rewards of the lower tiers. Plus, you will get a link to my secret Discord where you can talk to me, and you will be the first people that I go to for video ideas. And also, you will be getting totally unedited. So if I have to edit anything for copyright, you will be getting the original version of every edited video that I do, and you'll be getting it 1 day early. So if it goes out on Tuesday, you're gonna get on Monday. So at the $50 a month level, you will get all the rewards of the previous tiers. Plus, you will get a handwritten thank you note from me, autographed. And at the $100 a month level, you will get all the rewards of the previous tiers. I forgot to mention, at the $50 a month level, you will get your name shown and announced in fancy lettering with fully edited audio. And at the $100 a month level, you'll get all the rewards of the previous tiers. Plus, you will get a link to join in on every live stream that I do. And if you choose to join the live stream, you will be able to plug your channel or your social media, or honestly, whatever you want to, for 5 full minutes. So that is the Patreon and all the Patreon tiers. We do have merch. If you go to www.teespring.com /store/Afro-X-2, you will find the Afro X t-shirt. There is only one that has been bought currently. Gave it to my dad as a birthday gift. But on the front, it has the Afro X logo, and on the back, it has the Afro X slogan, which is, of course, "Stay Legendary." So that is the merch on Teespring. We also have a TikTok, and you can find the TikTok on the app or the website under Afro X underscore YT. I usually do a lot of random stuff on there, and right now we're really lobbying and trying to get to 1K followers so that I can start doing lives on there, because that would be a lot of fun. Um, so that is all of the stuff that needs to be talked about at the beginning of this. Let's jump straight into One Piece 1056. Oh my word, this chapter was an absolute banger. An absolute banger. All right. Well, Uh, honestly, I feel like Oda had a whole bunch of surprises. I feel like Oda in general right now has a whole bunch of surprises in his bag, and he's just full on just throwing them out now. He's just like everything gets revealed at this point. There is no one big reveal. This is Oda answering every question that has ever really been asked in One Piece, and also raising more questions, which he is honestly the master of. Um, just in Oda's notes, I think is really cool to point these out. Oda says Kurozushi are giving away capsule prizes with their sushi. I had to finish 40 platters to win. It was a fun challenge, but my tummy hurts. That's awesome, Oda. So glad that you won that prize in the sushi. So at the beginning of the chapter, we get another look into One Piece film Red with the continuation of Uta's songwriting stories. We do see Uta's waking up from a dream where her village was burned, and she thinks about her young life with Shanks. In the background, we can see windmills that are kind of reminiscent of, I think, yeah, I think Luffy's hometown was called Syrup Village, unless that was Usopp's hometown. Anyways, we see windmills that are reminiscent of East Blue there. Um, we can also see Lucky Roo coming out from the side of the panel. Utsa's looking for a piece of paper in her waste paper basket, and she's continuing to write the lyrics to a song that has been labeled as the song title has been labeled "The World's Continuation," which I think is really cool. So, from the beginning of this chapter, Oda does not give us a break. From the beginning, wabam, in the cover art, Katakuri's back. Katakuri and Oven return, and they come back to stop the Germa from escaping after they rescued Nichiji and Yonji. Um, so yeah, from the beginning, bam, Katakuri back in the cover, which, as we discussed 2 weeks ago, cover art is now considered canon. Um, all right. So after the cover art, we jump into the chapter. We're in the flower capital after the festivities. Raizo and Shinobu are recovering after being attacked by Ryokugyu. And Inuarashi and Nekomamushi are talking and discussing things. Kinemon is apologizing because he was in Kuri with Kawamatsu and Marco when this all happened. And they're like, "Hey, it's cool. Like we avoided more casualties because you weren't there." Pretty much saying, "Hey, it's okay. You would have died if you had shown up." Um, so Kinemon tells them about Ogabore town and says it was reduced to ashes. But Suru is still there, and she suffered a nasty burn. And I think Suru's mother or grandmother or something is asking if she wants to move back to the capital, and she says, "Yeah, yes." And she says, "I always want to be by his side," which pretty much confirms at this point that Suru um and Kinemon well, I mean, it doesn't even need to be confirmed. I think they were married before or something like that. But anyways, it's cute to see to see that 20 years later she got him back. Um, but yeah, Kinemon says even after 20 years, Suru is as gorgeous as ever. They all have a bit of a laugh. Inarashi says, "Enough already. Even puppy love isn't this sappy." Um, Raizo says, "I wish I were popular." And they tell him to focus on his recovery. This is the point where Oda slaps us with the first surprise, which is Inuarashi appoints Carrot, of all people, appoints Carrot to be the new ruler of Zhao. Yeah, Carrot is gonna be the ruler of the country on the back of the ancient weapon Zunisha. Boom. Hey, we got Trix the anime hater in here. He says, yo, Trix, so good to see you. Trix, like seriously, this chapter is mind blowing. Um, by the way, I just wanted to mention to everybody, Trix, you included, and everyone who's watching the rewind, there is a link to this chapter down in the description. So while you're watching this review, you can also follow along with the chapter. It is from mangareader.com, and just be warned that mangareader.com does open up a bunch of ad tabs, but you can easily just click out of them. But yeah, go check that out so you can follow along while watching the review. Trix says, "No, not Carrot. Yes, Carrot. Don't know why. And in fact, she doesn't know why. Uh, she says, I can't possibly take charge. There's people so much stronger than me, and the three musketeers pipe up and say, that's why you can trust us to protect the country for you." And pretty much they're like, you embody the will of Pedro more than anyone else. And so Negamamushi and Inarashi are going to stay in Wano and permanently be Momonosuke's retainers. Wanda shows up too, which I think is super awesome. We haven't seen Wanda in such a long time. Um, and I'm not a furry, but that Wanda though. Um. Anyways, Wanda comes back, and yeah, it's really exciting. Then, now we see even the characters in the story are getting surprises because Sukiyaki, after saying he wasn't planning on telling Momonosuke, who he was. just straight up reveals to both Momonosuke and Hiyori that he's their grandfather. And they're like, you don't have to be sorry. After losing our parents, it means a lot to find out that we still have family. Um, and so he looks at the retainers and he's like, I'm guessing you guys already knew. And Kawamatsu says, wearing a Tengu mask outside of a festival is odd, so we knew you were no ordinary swordsmith. But Kinemon apparently did not know at all. Drake says, to be fair, a lot say that about Wanda. Okay, well, thanks. Thanks for not judging me. Um, anyways, yeah, apparently Kinemon did not know at all that Tengu was Sukiyaki. So he was extremely shocked. And um so Sukiyaki's like, well, I'm gonna tell you guys everything now. And so Robin reveals to Frankie that Pluton exists and is in this country. And Luffy says, didn't you torch the blueprints for that thing, Frankie? Yeah, Pluton is an ancient weapon named after a god. You want it, Luffy? And Luffy says, nah, I'm good. like Luffy at this point don't need an ancient weapon because he is an ancient weapon. He's the essence of what I always say when I'm doing really good, or when I have like a Gatling gun in what is it? A video game. I say, who needs a sentry gun when you are a sentry gun? Yeah, Luffy don't need an ancient weapon because he is an ancient weapon. But everybody's like, well, why would Odin want to unleash it? That's when Shinobu busts in, looking fine as we get one of these every episode. Fuck. And so Sanji immediately is head over heels, and apparently Shinobu was just fat. And Ryokugyu like sucked out her fat. Like, I really wish I could get like some Ryokugyu treatment on myself. Like, I got a lot of weight to lose. And hey, if I had to like recover from being an almost dead corpse husk for a day, but in return I got an Adonis body, I'd take it. Like we should literally market Ryokugyu as a weight loss treatment. That'd be great. Anyways, Otama is with her, and Otama has decided to follow in Shinobu's footsteps and become a ninja, which is really cool. And she says, "Think I can get strong enough to join your crew next time we meet?" And Luffy says, "Sure, if you keep up your ninjutsu training." And at this moment, all I can imagine is like a sinister theme coming over, like dun 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 dun, because we see in the background that the stowaway that has been with the Straw Hats this entire time. I mean, he's pretty much a Straw Hat pirate at this point, and I think Luffy would let him be too. But we see Caribou still plotting in the background against the Straw Hats. And this is I think in Wano, this is the first time we actually see where Caribou has been. But yeah, Caribou is the side character that he's like he's a cover story within the story. I mean, he's literally been a stowaway on the Straw Hat ship for like a year and a half now, at least. Anyways, he says, Pluton's in Wano? First Poseidon, now this. There's a certain someone who would love to hear about this. So now we're thinking that he's not just a stowaway, but he's also a spy. This might be how the world government keeps showing up and catching Luffy and stuff, or maybe Caribou is a spy for Doflamingo, and that's how Doflamingo is getting news about everything, so he can sit there continuously laughing at the bottom of Impel Down while he's rotting away. Anyways, I mean, Caribou would be one of the few people who could sneak in and out of Impel Down without being seen. I mean, his body is made of mud. Anyways, a few days later, Momonosuke wakes up, and one of these panels looks really interesting because we get to see a little bit of Momonosuke's face while he's walking through, and everybody's really happy, and they're calling him Shogun and Shogun-sama. And we can see from his face that Momonosuke is not happy about this. Like, he doesn't feel like he deserves to be praised this much, and he doesn't want he doesn't want the praise that he's being given. So we see him in this panel with a upturned smile, like a frown, and clenched fists, and either he's trying to look really serious, or he really doesn't like everybody treating him like a big shot. So then he busts into where the Straw Hats were and says, "Hey, Zoro, can you teach me some sword moves?" And he looks everywhere, but all the Straw Hats are gone. He says, "Where is everybody?" And Hiyori and oh, I can't remember her name. What is the smiling girl's name? I think it's Otako. Yeah, Otako. Hiyori and Otako are playing shamisen. And Hiyori says they all left this morning, and Otako says it's lonely without them. Ha ha. But as we know, she ate the smile fruit, so she might actually be sad about it. So both Momonosuke and Kinemon are like, hey, they just left without us, without even saying goodbye. So then we flash over to the harbor, where Luffy, Kid, and Law are all getting ready to leave, and they are, and so Law and Kid are making it very clear. They're like, our alliance is done. We are rivals again, and pretty much saying, if I see you like on site, like we're attacking you. But they have to decide which way to go because they can't all go in the same direction. So the log post points in 3 different directions. There is the northeast, the east, and the southeast. Kid and Luffy immediately pick the east, and Law, being the smart one, picks the northeast. And he picks this because the wind on the ocean blows very strong along the calm belt, and so Law wants to get as much speed as he possibly can. But this is interesting to note. This is interesting to note here because there are 3 different islands that they can head for now, which really complicates my theories about the next island. There is, of course, Elbath. There is Lodestar, and apparently there's another island that can be gotten to. but one of these islands is going to have the final road poneglyph, and whoever finds that final road poneglyph might as well put the crown on their head, because they're heading straight for Laughtail and gonna be king of the pirates. Unless Blackbeard's already there, in which case they probably heading for an early grave. Um, so uh, pretty much it is decided by losing the draw that Luffy gets the worst of it and is going to go fully against or nearly or perpendicular to the wind, and is going to go southeast to the island to the southeast. Kid is gonna go to the east, and Law is gonna go to the northeast. So Luffy, very upset at this, says, "I'm the emperor. I should be the best at drawing lots." And so Kid brings up something. He says, "You Kage Emperors are an eyesore, but the one that pisses me off the most is this guy." And shows a picture of Buggy, and we get another surprise, which is just as predicted by Grand Line Review. Congratulations, Grand Line Review. You win the theory prize. Draco Mihawk and Sir Crocodile have joined Buggy in a cross guild. And so, yeah, that pretty much right now we are finding out the reason why Buggy is an emperor. The reason, and there were a lot of different theories. One that was that he had awakened his devil fruit, but no, the reason Buggy is an emperor is because he got Mihawk and Crocodile, two former warlords of the sea, to join in an alliance with him. So yeah. Once they find this out, Zoro says, "I can't imagine Hawkeye doing that." And I think this is the moment where both me and Zoro have lost a lot of respect for Mihawk. Mihawk is officially is not as cool as he was anymore. Trick says Buggy should have got Marco. Yeah, but Marco's on Wano. Anyways, but yeah, my estimation of Mihawk has gone down just because I never thought Mihawk would stoop as low as joining a moron like Buggy. So Law says if he's capable of commanding men like this, then he's definitely a worthy new emperor. And Luffy says, "Trust me, he's just a moron. What the heck happened?" Kid says, "Whatever it was, seems like this cross guild of his is issuing bounties on Marines." Which is interesting because now these pirates are putting bounties on Marines and are willing to pay out some of their treasure if these Marines are killed. Which is interesting, and so Kid says it sounds like the world really changed while we were in this isolated country. So yeah, the world has totally been like flipped on its head. Right now, pirates having bounties for Marines, uh formerly respected pirates joining like you earned it too. It wouldn't be sporting to keep it from you. Um so yeah. Uh So pretty much all three captains now, Luffy, Kid, and Law all have a rubbing of the third road poneglyph. Um, so they're all equal, and they're all totally on fair playing field. That's when Killer says, if we want to stay ahead in the scramble for the One Piece, we ought to get serious about that guy. And Kid says, you want to go after the man marked by flames, but we've got no leads. The notes say the phrasing here is unique and can apply a burn or a scar shaped like fire. This means we have about one of two options that immediately come to mind. That could either be A, Marco, or not Marco. That could either be A, Kuzan, from his fight with Akainu, or that could be B, Sabo, since he has a burn on his face. Now, that raises a lot of questions and issues. If they go after Kuzan, they getting in a fight with Blackbeard right out the bat, because Kuzan joined Blackbeard's crew. If they go after Sabo, they getting in a fight with the Revolutionary Army and Luffy, which I don't think would be a good idea, considering that Luffy is an emperor and an ancient god. So yeah, both of those options sound like really, really stupid ideas on Kid's part. So there has to be a third option that is coming up. We don't know, but yeah. If you have any ideas on who the man marked by flames would be, let me know in the comments. But yeah. Luffy says, marked by flames, what are you talking about? And Law immediately shuts up. Immediately is like, nope, not gonna give 1 inch. But Kid makes fun of him and he said, you don't know? I guess we're a step ahead of you. But yeah. So we go back to the Flower Capital, and Momonosuke and Kinemon ask Yamato, hey, are you gone yet? And Yamato says, not yet. Are you on the roof like usual? And he says, yeah, I've made up my mind. I'm about to head over to Luffy and the gang. It's finally time for me to live like Odin did. So this is it. This is the official moment. Yamato is joining the Straw Hat Pirates. And that is the end of the chapter. And even better, no break next week. We heading right into 1057 next week. So excited. Trixie's buggy for Pirate King. Gonna put a big thumbs down on that. Big instant thumbs down on that. Definitely not buggy for Pirate King. I honestly think people would riot in the streets if Buggy became Pirate King. I'm still predicting Shanks at this point. I am still predicting Shanks for Pirate King. Yeah. Like I said in my Big Fat One Piece theory, I do think that at the end, Luffy is going to realize that he had freedom all along, and he's the strongest person in the world, pretty much currently. and he's gonna realize that he doesn't need the One Piece, and that the journey was what it was all about, after all. And so I'm pretty sure he's definitely gonna give it to Shanks and be like, you go be king of the pirates, because you pretty much followed in Roger's footsteps. But yeah. Anyways, that's all for One Piece chapter 1056. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. And tell you what, make sure to gum Gatling gun that bell and subscribe button. And please, if you could share my content on your social medias, stuff like that, that would be awesome. That would really, really help out. Definitely hoping that I can get more people in these live streams and stuff like that. Anyways, keep YouTubing, YouTubers. Don't fight the fro. And always remember to stay legendary. See you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.